I'm on the line with Congressman Emanuel Cleaver, co-chairman of the Congressional Serbian American Caucus. Congressman, thank you for being on the show.
It's good to be with you.
As the member of the committee that is working on the issues regarding Serbia, how do you see the relationship between Serbia and the United States of America?
Well, I don't think there's any question that there is a special relationship between the United States and Serbia, and one that, frankly, goes all the way back to World War I, and has been enduring. We would have to have a very good relationship, frankly, for the Serbian flag to fly over the White House, which it has done, and that was just, a part of a reminder of the many Serbians who sacrificed their lives in World War I. And Americans probably can't even relate to the fact that Serbia lost pretty close to a third of its population during that Great War. But the spirit of the Serbian people remains unbroken even as of today. And the only thing the people of Serbia would get if America could give them anything right now, it would be ultimate respect and the acknowledgement of more than a century of strong friendship ties.
Your colleague, Congressman Ted Poe, wrote a letter to U.S. President Donald Trump and urged him to visit Serbia. He wrote that the relations are very good, as you mentioned. Do you see any possibility that Trump could visit Serbia anytime soon?
Well, Congressman Ted Poe, Judge Poe, as I call him Judge. He's a good friend. Both of us were born in Texas and became fast friends in Congress. He will be leaving Congress at the end of December, so we're hoping to get a strong supporter to take his place, and that's whoever that ends up becoming. That person and I will immediately communicate a very, very strong letter to the President and to the Secretary of State in request that they visit Serbia, and we're going to acknowledge the importance of such a visit, and that we will accompany the President either with him or meet him there, because it is so important for the people of Serbia to know how we feel, how the United States actually feels about that country, that great country. They were with us in some very rocky times, and the U.S. Wants to make sure that there is no light between our relationships.
And for the last question, Serbia needs to resolve its relations with Kosovo to become a member of the European Union. And the Serbian American Caucus said that it will help Belgrade to resolve this issue and any recurring issue. How do you see the relationship between Serbia and Kosovo, and how do you see this matter?
Well, U.S. relations with Serbia have, to be candid, been rocky from time to time, and most of that's been due to past U.S. interventions in the conflicts in Bosnia and Kosovo, with U.S. recognition of Kosovo's independence. But nevertheless, relations between Washington and Belgrade appears to have improved recently, and I base it on the fact that between 2001 and I think last year, the United States provided about $800 million in aid to Serbia for the purpose of helping to stimulate economic growth and to strengthen their justice system and to frankly promote good governance. And so the United States continues to support Serbia's efforts to join the EU, as you had mentioned. And at the same time, though, the United States wants to strengthen its own relationship with Serbia through, deepening cooperation based on mutual interest and respect. So, congressional interest in Serbia and Kosovo is nothing new. It goes back to that 1991, through 1999. I may be off a couple of years, but that conflict in the Western Balkans, and since that time, we've established a member caucus on both Kosovo and Serbia, and we've held hearings in Congress on the Western Balkans, and we celebrated the anniversary of Woodrow Wilson's Day of Prayer for the people of Serbia, and we are friends, and many members of Congress verbally tell us that they support Kosovo's independence and the efforts at reconciliation between Serbia and Kosovo, and European Union membership for both countries. But members have expressed skepticism about Serbia's relationship with Russia, or the future viability of Serbia-Kosovo declarations of coexistence. We actually believe that two of our friends could actually coexist. So, to wrap that part of the interview up, we have a good relationship. However, we have, like any family and like even friends, there are things that we have in common, but there are also sticky points, where we need to work on the relationship, where there are some disagreements. But make no mistake, disagreements don't evolve into poor relations, especially as it relates to Serbia and the United States.
Congressman Cleaver, thank you very much for being on our show, and thank you for your comments.
It's good to be with you.